A few years ago, I didn't fully understand how people were making millions from off-plan projects in the real estate space. I thought to myself, if the project isn't even built yet, how can you possibly make profit? And I know there are some of us still asking same questions as of today. But after managing Shortlets, working with investors, and seeing real deals close in Lagos, I can confidently say off-plan real estate projects are one of the smartest ways to grow wealth in Nigeria, if you do it the right way. I have talked about how investing in off-plan projects in 2025 is a smart decision, but in this video, I'm breaking it down to a deeper level, especially for beginner investors in our midst and Nigerians in diaspora seeking to understand how the off-plan dynamics work in Nigeria, how people make money from it, the numbers you should actually be looking at, and how to avoid common traps. So stick around. This could save you millions. Let's start from the basics. An off-plan project is one that hasn't been completed yet. Sometimes it's still just land. Sometimes the foundation is already laid. But the point is, you are buying the property before it's fully built. You are trusting that the developer will build what they promised within the agreed time, and you are getting a discounted price for that trust. For example, let's say a 2-bedroom apartment will be worth 250 million naira when it's completed. The developer might offer it to early buyers for 150 million or even less. Why? Because they need money to keep building. And this is where the opportunity comes in. Real estate developers in Lagos or anywhere really need capital to build. Instead of borrowing huge loans from the bank at high interest rates, many developers sell off-plan to early buyers. So it's a win-win. You get the property at a lower price, they get funding to build. And once construction progresses, the price goes up. So even before the property is ready, your investment has appreciated. Capital appreciation. In a nutshell, buy early, sell higher. This is the most common and straightforward method. You buy the property at 100 million naira, for example. When it's completed, say 18 months later, the market value has risen to 200 million. You have made 100 million naira in equity. So you can either sell it and walk away with profits, or hold it and still benefit from the appreciation. But note, capital appreciation depends on the location, developer's reputation, infrastructure progress in the area, timeline of the project, and quality of the building's finishing. Rental income after completion. Once the property is completed and handed over, you can rent it out and start earning steady monthly income. You bought for 150 million, and let's say it rents for 10 million naira per year. That's a gross rental yield of about 6.67%. If you go the Shortlet route in high demand areas like Lekki Phase 1 or Oniru, you might even earn more, up to 20 million to 28 million a year, depending on how well you manage it. But note, to maximize rental income, choose a location with tenant demand, finish your interiors tastefully, know whether you will do annual rents or shortlets. Contract reassignment, also known as paper flipping. So this one's a bit advanced, but it is powerful. Let's say you've been paying for 6 months on a 12-month payment plan. The property has appreciated already, and now other buyers are trying to get in, but prices have gone up. You can reassign your contract to a new buyer who pays you more than you've paid so far. You exit with profit without ever completing payments or taking ownership. But for this, I need you to know that not every developer allows reassignment. The agreement must permit it, and you should always notify the developer before doing this. Now, let's make this real. What's ROI and how do you calculate it? ROI is an abbreviation for return on investment. For example, you bought at 150 million naira. You sell at 200 million. Your profit is 50 million naira. That's 33% ROI in less than 12 months. Better than most savings accounts, crypto, and even stocks. But wait, all of this sounds great, right? Now let's talk about reality. Off-plan investing comes with risk. And here's what you need to be careful about. Developer delay. Many projects in Lagos face delays due to funding, approvals, or mismanagement. Poor quality. The finished property might look nothing like the 3D render. No title. Some developers don't have proper land titles. If the land gets revoked or disputed, you lose your money. No building approvals. Some developers do not have building approvals, architectural and structural designs, and this actually leads to demolition. I mean, it's just a matter of time before the building is flagged for demolition. Overpricing. Some developers inflate their pre-launch prices, so even after 2 years, you can't resell or rent at a profit. So always check title documents, building approvals, architectural and structural design, past completed projects, payment plan terms, timeline, refund, and exit policy. So if you're serious about investing in off-plan property and making real ROI, here's what you should prioritize. Location with growth potential. This is so important because it's a major determinant to a smart exit plan. Developer with track record. This gives you a sense of safety because you're dealing with someone with not just a sustainable vision, but integrity as well. Affordable entry price with realistic projected value. Demand for the property type. For example, studio and one-bed units do well with shortlets. Flexible payment plans, but do not overextend yourself. Off-plan investing can be a powerful wealth building strategy, but only when you go in with your eyes wide open. Have a why. Don't dabble in. This helps you make informed and better decisions from the get-go. It determines your budget, your location, and length of payment plan to choose. And in turn, it gives you an idea of your expected return. If you want me to review a deal you're considering, or you want access to off-plan projects, drop a comment or send me a DM. Let's talk. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who wants to invest smart in Lagos real estate.